Hello everyone, I am Somu Singho, Assistant Professor of Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology, Mechanical Engineering Department. Today I am discuss about the basic introduction of the fluid mechanics. Now the question is, what is fluid? Simple. So fluid is a substance which can flow. Okay, this definition is okay, but in my suggestion, fluid is a substance that deforms continuously under the applications of shear stress or tangential stress, no matter how does it this stress formed. That means fluid is a particle. So this particle will continuously deforms by some actions of shear stress or tangential stress that is created by flowing parallel of the fluid. Now the shear stress or tangential stress can be discussed by a fluid property. It's called viscosity. Viscosity is a force which creates the resistance between two moving parallel fluid layer, and viscosity is also used for the properties of the fluid. It is a flow property. Viscosity basically it's a flow property. Now the viscosity, how does it comes? It is comes according to the Newton's law. According to the Newton's law, the shear stress proportional to the rate of shear strain, that is tau, that is shear strain proportional to the rate of shear strain, that is du by dy. Du, that is change in velocity, dy, that is change in length, that is along to the y direction. Now tau will be equal to mu du dy. Here mu is a proportional constant. This proportional constant is called dynamic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity means fluid particles are moving in a parallel way. Now dynamic viscosity also related to the kinematic viscosity, which is defined by nu is equals to mu by rho. So mu both are property, but it's a flow property. But the basic fluid property is density, that is mass per volume. If I want to increase my density, then the volume will be decreased. How does it we justify? How does it we justify? This is justified by two types of fluid. We know according to the fluid mechanics, according to the fluid, there are two types of fluid. One is the compressible fluid, another is incompressible fluid. Compressible fluid means where density is variable. Example is air. And incompressible fluid where density is fixed. Density does not change. So example will be any kind of liquid, but I will prefer the water. Basic examples of the fluid for incompressible. Incompressible fluid is water. The viscosity, this property will also available both compressible and incompressible flow. Now in case of fluid mechanics, the flow property or fluid particles can be categorized into statics and dynamics. What is statics? When fluid particles are constant, that is static flow, and when flow particles are moving with some external force or pressure, it's called dynamic of flow. Now external, why it's called external? Because in case of statics with fluid mechanics, the basic apart from the density, pressure will be very important property of the fluid mechanics, and pressure is defined by Newton per millimeter square, that is force per unit area. Why it's called external? Because in case of solid mechanics, the force which is create due to the internal matter, and in that case of solid mechanics we can say stress. So stress is equals to force per area, but in case of fluid mechanics it's totally external matter. That's why it is called pressure. So P is equals to F by A, so Newton per millimeter square. Now for dynamics of flow behavior when fluid is moving, now for analysis purpose, basic three principles which is very significant. The first one is conservation of mass. Conservation of mass means mass flow rate will be conserved for inlet and exit section. Suppose we have considered a pipe, a section, hollow section where inlet and outlet are justified. Now inlet and outlet, when the fluid particles will be passing through the inlet and release from outlet, the total mass flow rate will be constant. What is flow rate? Flow rate means that is the discharge, that is the area into velocity, and due to when it is multiplied by density, that is called mass flow rate. Rho AV is equals to constant. Now another important principle is Bernoulli's principle, where total energy is conserved, like pressure energy, kinetic energy and potential energy will be constant throughout a streamline. This principle introduced by Bernoulli, and the total energy will be considered for any device, any rotating device, any kind of device, this energy will be constant. And another last principle is momentum principle, which is used for a rotating devices like turbine, pump, etc. Now this momentum principle applied on hydraulic turbine, which creates mechanical energy from hydraulic energy, and the pump, which creates just reverse hydraulic energy from mechanical energy. Both are very important. So for details of the fluid mechanics we can learn the what is hydraulic mechanics, what is the design structure, how does it create torque. Okay, apart from this there are so many examples on fluid mechanics, like automobile sector. If I want to design a car, there are so many drag force is applied on a car. So what is the drag force? This drag force is a very important part for fluid mechanics. This drag force will be introduced by the fluid mechanics, and apart from drag force there another force which is called the lift force. If I see from rocket, how does rocket goes up? Due to the lift force. And apart from this lift force, there are some energy conservation is a very important part, important role, and momentum principle also. Momentum principle and energy conservations is also important. So another example is power plant and process plant. Means the flow of smoke, the flow of smoke is comes out from the chimney. What will be the flow pattern? This will be discussed briefly in fluid mechanics. And another important is applications is human body, like how does blood circulate within our brain. Though blood is not an incompressible fluid, it's a special types of fluid, and according to the characterized fluid can be divided two parts. One is the compressible, another is incompressible. Compressible means when fluid can be compressed and density will be changed, we know. And but incompressible fluid, though water is incompressible fluid, but we cannot include uh, blood is an incompressible fluid, is a special types of fluid. So this total analysis will be done by a software called CFD, Computational Fluid Dynamics. So this was the basic introduction of fluid mechanics. Hope all of you enjoy. Thank you.